Lovely viewers, welcome to a jaw-dropping moment we've all been waiting for. Because just minutes ago, the internet practically exploded with joy, admiration, and disbelief. Lee Min-ho and Hye Kyo have not only taken another bold step as husband and wife, but they've officially thrown the doors open, literally, by giving the world a tour of their new luxury mansion, a paradise that dreams are made of. And let me tell you, it's not just a house. It's a symbol of love, power, elegance, and everything we hoped their forever home would be. Let's dive right into what has the entire world talking right now, because this isn't just another celebrity real estate story. This is an emotional, once-in-a-lifetime milestone. And yes, your favorite couple is glowing, grinning, and giving us an inside look at a chapter of their lives they once guarded so privately. It all started with a simple Instagram live teaser. A short 15-second video posted on both Lee Min-ho's and Hye Kyo's accounts with the caption, "Welcome to our home gemstone black heart." In less than an hour, millions tuned in. And what we saw was absolutely breathtaking. The gates opened slowly, revealing a private driveway lined with cherry blossom trees in full bloom. The soft petals danced in the breeze as Lee Min-ho's unmistakable silhouette appeared at the front entrance, dressed in a relaxed designer linen set. He smiled at the camera and said the words fans are still repeating around the globe. "We wanted to share this piece of our happiness with you." Just a heartbeat later, Hye Kyo appeared beside him, radiating beauty in a flowing pastel dress. No makeup-heavy look, no staged moment, just her authentic self. And then she added, "This is more than a house. It's the dream we built together. Come inside." And oh, lovely viewers, what came next? Prepare yourselves. The moment the camera stepped inside, jaws dropped. We entered an enormous foyer with ceilings so high they nearly touched the sky. The chandelier above, imported from Italy, was an original Murano glass masterpiece, glimmering with hand-blown crystal leaves. It was elegance on another level. But this wasn't just about extravagance. Every inch of the mansion told a story. They walked us through a living room that looked like it belonged in a royal palace, but with a warm, cozy twist. Plush cream sofas, a marble fireplace, and on the wall, a large photo of the two of them, candid, laughing, holding coffee cups on a balcony, wrapped in blankets. "This was taken on our first winter morning here," Lee Min-ho said. "We had just moved in. It was freezing, but we didn't want to leave the view." The mansion has a stunning open-concept kitchen, complete with black granite countertops, gold fixtures, and an automatic wine chiller embedded into the wall. But the real surprise. Hye Kyo revealed she cooks breakfast herself every Sunday. "Even if we have chefs," she laughed. "He loves my pancakes the most." Then came the music room, where Lee Min-ho casually played a few notes on a grand piano. "I'm still learning," he said shyly, as Hye Kyo sat beside him, nudging him playfully. "He actually wrote me a melody here before we got married," she shared softly, and fans instantly began begging for a release. The couple then led us upstairs, where each bedroom looked like something out of a luxury design magazine. There's one for guests, one for future family, and one that belongs solely to Hye Kyo, her reading and meditation space. "This room is sacred," she said, holding Lee Min-ho's hand. "It's where I journal, pray, and write letters to myself." What followed was a trip to the outdoor patio area that overlooks the sea. The infinity pool sparkled beneath the golden sunset, and a small koi pond hummed with life on the side. But the centerpiece, a heart-shaped garden that Lee Min-ho revealed he designed himself. "Each flower here was chosen by me for her. She loves roses, but she also loves wildflowers. So I gave her both." As they walked side by side around their garden, fans noticed how often they reached for each other, without even thinking. The natural intimacy between them wasn't forced. It was organic, like they'd been best friends, lovers, and soulmates for a lifetime. Inside the mansion's private screening room, where the couple watches films on a 140-inch projector screen, they showed their favorite photo reel. Moments from their honeymoon, birthdays, anniversaries, and even their first snow day together. Hye Kyo leaned into Lee Min-ho as they shared laughter over a blooper clip where she fell in the snow and he tried to help her up, only to slip and fall beside her. "This is our real life," Lee Min-ho chuckled. "Full of perfect memories. And guess what, lovely viewers? They didn't stop there. They showed us their secret room, one they'd never shared with the public before. It's a private studio where both write, brainstorm, and create together. On the walls were framed scripts of their most famous dramas, annotated with handwritten notes and post-its they left each other while rehearsing. Song Hye Kyo smiled at one particular note. "Don't forget, you're already the best scene in my life." Who else cried a little? There was also a nursery. Yes, a nursery. While the couple hasn't officially confirmed a pregnancy or baby news just yet, this was enough to stir speculation. "We've been thinking about our future," Song Hye Kyo said, as they walked hand in hand into a soft moonlit room with pastel hues, plush animals, and a rocking chair by the window. "We want a space filled with love." In the final moments of their mansion tour, the couple sat by the fireplace as the sun began to set. Lee Min-ho looked directly into the camera and said, "We kept our relationship private for a long time. But love like this deserves to be celebrated, not hidden." Song Hye Kyo added, "We hope this place becomes a symbol of what's possible when you choose love, even after pain, even after fear. We're home now." Lovely viewers, the internet can't stop talking. Comments are flooding in, hashtags trending worldwide. Hashtag Minkyo Mansion, hashtag Forever Home, hashtag Lee Min-ho Song Hye Kyo, and even hashtag Couple Goals from Heaven. After the first public reveal, the couple decided to give a more intimate, extended look for their fans. Not through the glossy lens of a magazine, but in a way that feels like you're truly there with them. Imagine waking up early on a sunny weekend morning and hearing the gentle sound of water trickling from the garden fountain outside. The air is crisp, scented faintly with blooming jasmine from the landscaped hedges, and you can hear soft music playing somewhere in the distance. You follow the melody through the sunlit hallways until you find Lee Min-ho at the grand piano in the music room, wearing a loose white shirt, his hair slightly messy, completely absorbed in the tune he's composing. Song Hye Kyo is curled up on a nearby chaise lounge, holding a steaming cup of tea, watching him with a kind of smile that says she'd happily spend the rest of her life in this exact moment. That's the thing about this mansion. It's as much a stage for these little unscripted scenes as it is a marvel of architecture. The music room itself is a piece of art. Soundproofed walls lined with dark velvet panels, gold-trimmed shelves holding vintage vinyl records, and a wall of glass that opens directly to a terrace overlooking the garden. They explain that this room wasn't in the original design. It was added after Lee Min-ho expressed how much he wanted a space to create music without distractions. Song Hye Kyo supported the idea instantly, saying she wanted a home that nurtures their passions as much as their relationship. From there, they lead you outside, not to the pool or the garden you've already seen, but to an entirely different section of the property, a private vineyard. Rows upon rows of grapevines stretch across a gentle slope, the morning dew still clinging to the leaves. Song Hye Kyo reveals that they plan to eventually produce their own wine, something special to share with friends and perhaps even with fans one day. For now, the vineyard is simply a place for them to take quiet walks together in the evening, sometimes barefoot, feeling the earth under their feet and talking about everything from their next travel plans to the names they might give their future children. One of the most surprising parts of the extended tour is a hidden room tucked behind a wall in the library. At first glance, it looks like an ordinary set of bookshelves, but with a slight push, it swings open to reveal a secret lounge. The lighting here is warm and golden, the kind that makes you want to curl up with a blanket and forget the world outside. This is their escape room, as they jokingly call it, a place where they can disconnect from the noise of fame and simply be themselves. The room has no phones, no television, just a small fireplace, a few board games, and a collection of old photo albums. They show you one album in particular that documents their entire journey together, from their very first public appearance to their wedding day, and now, their life inside this mansion. And then comes one of the most touching moments. Lee Min-ho takes you to a corner of the garden where a large stone bench sits under a flowering cherry blossom tree. It's here that he proposed to Song Hye Kyo, and he shares that they've made it a tradition to return to this spot every year on the same date, no matter where in the world they might be. Song Hye Kyo adds that sometimes they don't even speak when they're here, They just sit, hold hands, and let the memories wash over them. It's a simple tradition, but one that speaks volumes about the foundation of their relationship. The mansion's lower level reveals even more surprises. There's a wellness wing complete with a yoga studio, sauna, and a small indoor lap pool. Song Hye Kyo demonstrates a few stretches in the yoga space, laughing when Lee Min-ho tries to join in but can't quite manage the poses. She admits that maintaining a healthy lifestyle is easier in a space like this, where wellness feels less like a chore and more like a natural part of the day. Across the hall, there's a small art studio where she paints in her free time. Several of her pieces are already displayed around the house, adding a personal touch that no amount of expensive decor could replace. At sunset, the magic of the mansion transforms entirely. The outdoor lighting design is nothing short of cinematic. Lanterns along the pathways, soft uplighting on the trees, and the infinity pool glowing with an ethereal blue. The couple often invites close friends over for evening gatherings here. They describe nights filled with laughter, storytelling, and even spontaneous music sessions by the poolside. Lee Min-ho recalls one particular evening when Song Hye Kyo surprised him by inviting his childhood friends over. He says it was one of the happiest nights of his life, a blend of past and present in the most beautiful setting imaginable. There's also a rooftop terrace, which they hadn't shown before. It's their private observatory, complete with telescopes and cozy seating. They love coming up here on clear nights to stargaze, often staying until dawn. Song Hye Kyo teases Lee Min-ho about how he once tried to impress her with constellations but ended up pointing at a satellite instead. He laughs and says that even if he gets the stars wrong, he's still the luckiest man in the world to have her by his side. But perhaps the most emotional part of this continuation is when they take you to the nursery again. This time, it's no longer just a dream. Small changes hint that something is on the horizon. There's a new rocking chair in the corner, soft lullabies playing from a hidden speaker, and a hand-knit blanket draped over the crib. Neither of them makes an official announcement, but the way they exchange knowing glances says more than words ever could. The love that built this home is about to expand in the most beautiful way, and every viewer watching can feel the anticipation in the air. As the night winds down, they invite you to join them for a quiet dinner in the formal dining room. The table is set with crystal glasses and fine china, but the meal is simple, home-cooked dishes they both love. Over dinner, they open up about the challenges of balancing public life with their private moments, about the pressures that come with fame, and about how they've learned to shut out the noise and focus on what really matters: each other. Lee Min-ho admits that this mansion is the result of not just financial success, but emotional growth, a symbol of their commitment to building something lasting. Song Hye Kyo agrees, saying that for all its grandeur, the mansion's true luxury lies in the love and respect that fills its walls. By the time you leave, the moon is high in the sky, casting a silver glow over the estate. The gates close softly behind you, but the warmth of what you've seen stays with you. This isn't just a luxury property tour. It's a window into a love story that continues to unfold, one that makes you believe in happy endings, in new beginnings, and in the beauty of creating a home with the person you love most. And as fans flood social media with their reactions, it's clear that this glimpse into Lee Min-ho and Song Hye Kyo's world has left an indelible mark, not just because of the mansion's splendor, but because of the genuine connection and intimacy they've chosen to share.